All right, let's get the muscles and joints ready for strength training. Starting off with a half fold. So you can have your arms up, folding, pushing your tail back, going halfway down, and coming back up. Full extension in the hips. Keep those knees soft. You're going to be doing this a couple of times for each movement. This is going to be feeling nice stretch in the hamstring. Good, all right, stepping those feet out, we're going to take it into a squat. So your feet have nice contact, dropping your tail. Trying to drop your tail below the knees if you can comfortably. Get beyond that hip line. Then we're going to step those feet out even wider. You're going to bring your hands onto your inner thighs here. Knees out, toes out. You're going to be pushing out on your inner thighs. We're going to rotate our right shoulder in and look over the left for a deep back twist. Switching sides a couple of times. Looking over each shoulder. You're going to get a really nice inner thigh groin stretch while you work the spine. While we're here, a little cat-cow, arching, rounding out like a cat. Inhale, arching. Exhale, rounding one more time. Good, rolling it up, bringing those feet back together. Let's reach up overhead, pulling down through the elbows, up, down, and then we're going to start rolling this. I want to get your shoulder blades into the action, so it's a full circle with the shoulders, but your shoulder blades, you can feel them kind of rumbling around in the back. Let's take this into a twist and reach. At the end, it's important to feel your back muscles lengthening as you reach across your body. Let's go overhead, side bending. Just about ready. And let's finish out with a step back lunge. Stepping back. Bring that knee up. Keeping the chest high, looking forward. Lifting the knee. Opposite side. Again, dropping the back knee. Where I want you to feel it is in the hip flexor here. Gets tight when we do a lot of sitting all day. If you have an office job. And there we go. We're ready to do our strength training. Hey, this is your coaching team here with Stability Endurance workout number 2. We're going to be hitting legs, chest, and biceps today. All right, let's get right into it. The first series is a challenging movement for balance. We're going to be doing a pistol squat right into a back lunge. We're going to be doing a bunch with the suspension trainer here. We'll show you alternatives at the end in case you don't have one yet. We're going to start standing, arms about 90 degrees. You're going to choose one leg to balance in. He's going to balance in his left leg. We're going to bring the opposite leg forward, and you're going to sit your butt back into a squat, using this as a prop so you can put some pressure down into it. We want to go down to about 90 degrees at the knee, at least at first, and then you're pushing off from that bottom foot, getting back up straight tall, bringing those hips forward. Second part of the movement, that knee's now going to drop back, and you can even step back onto the floor for your first one or two into a lunge. So here you're very much light in the hands. You're not using much there at all, and standing back up. Jesse's going to show us a few where it goes even deeper. So as you get better at this and you acclimate to the movement and the suspension trainer, you can go really deep. And this is amazing work all through your leg. All muscles you're using here. Doing one more. Great, nice, Jesse. All right, we're going to show you a modified version. So if that is a little bit beyond where your fitness level is, grab a chair or a bench, and you can start seated, lift one leg, and then simply stand up. Throwing those arms out is going to help with the balance. Take it nice and slow as you progress. Try to go so you just barely touch and stand back up. Notice we've broken off the lunge part. Do that as a separate exercise, moving away from the chair. Again, for all of these, we want the knee to be above the ankle. If you notice that, it's not in front or way behind the heel. You'll notice you won't be able to feel total contact with the floor if you're in either of those two positions. Great. Now for the super challenge movement, not using any chair at all. Let's see if Jesse can do this without falling over.
I don't know about this. We'll see. Balance.
Beautiful. Into the step back lunge.
Okay.
Good job. All right. Getting into our second exercise, we're hitting the chest now. Again, this is stability, so the suspension trainer is great for that. Facing away from the anchor point, we're doing a chest press. So this is mimicking what we do with the dumbbells. We have a nice 90-degree angle. This is very important. Not arms too high. A lot of times arms go up or down too low. We want 90 degrees between the body and the arms. Wrists are straight. A lot of times people let their wrists bend back. Keep them nice and straight. This is your strongest angle and the safest angle. Your arms are like railroad tracks, so they're parallel to each other. And just like a chest press, you're going to widen your hands as you drop your body down. Another key thing, pushing off as you exhale. Bring the hands back towards your shoulder points. Good. Dropping down again. Drop down too far for us, Jesse. This, we are synced in. We're not engaging anymore. We're pulling on our shoulders. We don't want to do that movement. So stop yourself.
Not a comfortable position at all in the shoulder if you go too deep.
As you get tired, sometimes people think, oh, I'll just pause here. Let's try to avoid that as much as possible. So he's going to move his feet back to make it more challenging. Jesse's a big, strong guy, so he can move his feet almost under the anchor point to make it more challenging. Make it easier, walk it forward. And you can do this right in the middle of your set, which is great for a timed interval. All right, now we're going to lift one foot. So this is going to enhance the stability. So this is the challenge portion of this movement. Your first few, you're kind of getting your feelings, getting your bearings. Same movement, everything applies, you're just standing on one foot.
This is much harder to do. It's a lot of core stability. I feel a lot in my leg and my hip. So it's not only challenging my upper body, but really this is a great core exercise when you're just using one leg.
And remember, we're just in workout number 2. Things are going to get higher. We're going to turn around for the next movement. Our intensity is going to go up as we go through the phases. So make sure that in this phase, you're able to do the movements cleanly, precisely, move up to the challenging movements. Don't worry about how much you're lifting or how much intensity quite yet. All right, last one. We're going to do the bicep curl. This is one of my favorite exercises for pumping up the arms. You're going to see why very quickly. Again, our body is nice in plank shape, so we're straight from ankles to shoulders in both of these suspension exercises. Hands are straight, and you pull them right up to your temples. So notice how high his arms are. Common things are when people drop their elbows down really low, we want to keep them high. So those elbows are nice and high. You can see how high. I'm on the horizontal plane, and he's doing the pull-up. His arm, let's check that out. It's peeking out. Awesome for the biceps. Good job. Making it harder, obviously walking back. Same principles apply to all suspension exercises we're going to be using here. And let's try it with the single leg. So again, we can work more stability, balancing in one foot. You want nice contact through the ground. And take these movements real slow.
Stability again.
Yep, it engages everything in your center all around when you're standing on one leg. That's why we're going to use it a lot this phase. Again, moving slowly this month. Really slow. Make sure you have total body control. That's what we want, the base of our fitness.
If you don't have a suspension trainer, we can use bands and dumbbells as alternatives. Here Jesse's showing the chest press just using a band anchored to something strong and stable. In the same way, we can turn around and do the bicep curl, keeping the arms above the horizontal plane. Notice how his elbows don't drop or pull in. He's just bending around that elbow and pulling hands to the forehead, getting that nice resistance all the way through. Here's the dumbbell version. Jesse's going to grab his dumbbells, lay back on the bench, and just use his dumbbells for the chest press in that spinal position. Notice the arms don't drop below his chest level. Same way, we can use it for the bicep curls. This is very traditional stuff. Probably the most easily accessible is the dumbbell. But if you can, try to get that suspension trainer, bring it with you. It's one of the best tools you'll ever buy.